Yes, Shockwave, you look like you're ready to kill some Autobots, do you?
Yes, Lord Megatron. Whatever it is you command, I will obey.
With that kind of pose, we took out Optimus Prime real easily.
Absolutely, Lord Megatron. With the power of the Dark Energon, we will destroy all of the Autobots.
Most definitely, with the near Optimus Prime in our sights. I'll blast him right where the Matrix of leadership lie in his chest. So I will avenge the fallen who died for our cause.
Yes, Lord Megatron, and all Decepticons will cheer your name.
In infamy.
All hail Lord Megatron.
And rise of a new partner of crime, Shockwave.
Thank you, Lord Megatron.
Most definitely.
Many millions of years ago, on the planet Cybertron, life existed, but not life we know today. Intelligent robots that could think and feel inhabited the cities. They were called Autobots and Decepticons.
As the Dark Moon continues, this time around, I'm taking a look at Shockwave. And I mean, this guy is so cold, as I had to call him a blood of mine. And his name is simply J.Jero of Jero Vision. Jay, question, how cold-blooded this guy is?
Man, Shockwave is one of the coldest, meanest, and most calculating Decepticons of all time. As logic dictates, he think he a better leader than Megatron. However, he know his place and he won't challenge Megatron for superiority and supremacy and rule of the Decepticons.
What makes it so good is, in the cartoon, he takes over the whole planet Cybertron on Megatron on Earth, which is the best gig that any Decepticon could have.
Oh yeah, he loved it, dude. It was the idea that, what you mean, you leaving me in charge of the planet and I don't have to deal with you or any of your other cronies? Cool, I'm in charge.
Now that's how
he ran it like a tight ship.
But this time around, unlike the comic book and the G1 cartoon, Shockwave have he got a most different one than all of them put together. He become more like the cleanup guy, the perfect guy who keep this Decepticons world on lock and make sure that if you find any witnesses or anything that come, you better hope you have your spark still running, your heart still beating, because he'll kill you on sight if you know Decepticon's secrets. How you feel about that, Jay?
Man, I'm really excited about seeing the movie Dark of the Moon and seeing all of these new characters, as I just got my first haul, seeing these characters come to life on the big screen and seeing what kind of changes Michael Bay has made as far as adjustments as opposed to Revenge of the Fallen and of course the previous movie. And just based on the trailers, man, this should be fun-filled, exciting, action-packed, ricocheting off the walls with effects, and I can't wait, bro.
Yep. Truth to the point is, a lot of new characters show up, a lot of characters die, and finally, Megan Fox ain't around this time around. Some say, oh man, but hey, we got a new girl in town. How about Miss Whitney? How about Miss Rosie's in the hizzy, and believe it or not, made Megan like, what? But Megan who? Megan who? I mean, this chick by far do what Megan did not do, so it's kind of like a small little burn, because this chick is. But let's say that, let's keep that on download now. But back to Shockwave. Now again, we look at the tape mode. Jay has some thoughts on it earlier off camera. What you think about them?
Well, in looking at this alt mode, I find it to be very interesting, as it is an alien tank. It does have really nice design cues to it, and a lot of gears, components, that sort of thing, particularly with the fusion cannon, and you come to the supersized cable. I think that is really cool, really neat. It's a nice figure on a scale of 1 to 10. I would grade the vehicle mode, even though I just gave it all these props, about a 7.
Again, I like how you can manipulate the MacTech gun to either arm or on the side, including the bayonet. And you put the bayonet on this port right here, and you can use it as a fiercer weapon. But still, Jay, I gotta say, seeing Shockwave in this kind of color scheme fit him like, a good ham sandwich.
I do like the color scheme and the colors, particularly when you look at certain parts of this, how they did the gunmetal-ish silver. I think that really enhances the detail of this figure. And I do like, I have to admit, as you just mentioned about the MechTech ports that are put on here, where you can add other MechTech weapons to increase his firepower or attack capability. I do think that's neat. So I will reserve or withdraw what I previously said about it being a 7, and I'm gonna give him credit and say 7.5 in vehicle mode.
Now, speaking of modes, let's see how he do in robot mode, because Jay, we have a lot to talk about off camera. Just sold up. Okay, guys. Tell you the truth, how I like Shockwave, I'm sorry, I lose my mind, because he looks so amazing dope. I mean, this is how new school Shockwave should look like. I mean, the posability on this guy, oh my god, he's like getting ready to take out a handful of Autobots and don't think twice.
Most definitely. I really love this figure. I love this mold. Now, I said when he was in vehicle mode, I graded him a 7.5. I'm grading him a 9.5 in robot mode. I love the detail on this figure that has been incorporated. When you look at the treads on his legs, when you look at the skeletal chest plate that he has, and he's got the bayonet sword on his arm, and of course the throwback G1 super cannon with the cable coming out of it. You gotta love it.
Most definitely, you got the one eye sticking out. He's like, oh yeah, which is lead piping, which we have more, tools for the job, but really we running short on things nowadays because with stuff being so freaking high.
But you have to pick this figure up. You definitely will not be disappointed. If you have the opportunity to find this, definitely pick him up in your stores. He is definitely one of the best figures to come out for the first wave of Dark of the Moon.
Well, you better find him while you can, because really, Jay, what's that doctor's prescription about being a crack at daytime with flashlight?
It's ugly trying to find this figure. I mean, just even listening to some of the people who've picked up, their first wave in hauls for Dark of the Moon. A lot of people are having a problem finding this figure because everywhere you go, he's gone.
Most definitely, and I lost my energy trying to say it, because right now I'm trying to ask Jay what happened to it and what happened. Help me, Jay. I lost my voice last night.
Like I said, man, you're going to be running around in the daytime with a flashlight and a magnifying glass like a crack addict trying to find a rock looking for this thing. He is hard to find. But if you get him, he's definitely worth it. He looks absolutely magnificent in a display, and his posability and display options are phenomenal.
And endless. Tell you the truth, if you're looking for something that's cheaper than your wallet, always go to Walmart, because it's a little more cheaper than Target, Kmart, and definitely so many stores out there. Because again, with Shockwave being on your side, this here cannot go wrong. Again, I love how he represent G1 all over the place, from the arms to the head to the body, even the colors and aesthetics. This is the Shockwave that your mom say, oh my god, give me nightmares. But no, this Shockwave is sick. How about that, Jay?
No doubt. Like how we have him in this display right here. I have him currently posed where he has both of his hands exposed. But as Big B just alluded to, you can again pose him more like the traditional G1 Shockwave by simply taking his hand, maybe do this, and closing it down. And now he doesn't have the hand, he just has the gun as his other arm, much like the original Shockwave.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. He is sicker like that, man. I mean, no hand, no fuss, no muss. He'll tear it up like anybody else and on the field. I mean, most definitely. And also, here's another thing, Jay. If you also near a little bit alluded to too. The bayonet, yes. If you get the mock tech, you use that bayonet on top of the that port right here on his gun right here.
Oh yeah, and then he's got an extended sword weapon.
And to tell you the truth, you're going old school with a hammer. And I mean, oh my God, don't mess with him in that dark alley, y'all. He's sick, son.
The only drawbacks with this figure for me personally, this is why I graded a 9.5. One is because he has no wrist articulation. That was a little bit of a disappointment, not having any wrist and or otherwise having hand articulation with his fingers.
Waist articulation. I mean, no up and down on the waist, but everything else is workable.
The waist doesn't bother me so much just because of how you can adjust his hips and how he has the swivel joint in his upper thighs and everything. So for the waist and being able to create turning type poses, he's not bad for display. The other drawback that I have though is when it comes to the super cable that plugs into his fusion cannon. I love the idea that they made this cable. I wish they had made it a little bit longer to give him a little more free motion when you're doing the poses.
Exactly. I mean, everything else looks so wicked sick though. My final thoughts on him, Jay, is simple. This is the Shockwave that fans should pick up right now, but again, he is hard to find either in your local stores, because again, if you find him and you got the money, get him, because if you don't, you'll be, well, SOL completely. But Jay, what you been doing on J.Jero Vision before you bug out?
Well, man, I've got a couple projects that I've been working on a little bit behind the scenes and writing dialogue for, as well as clipping pictures for, and there will be some more projects coming very soon from J.Jero Vision, so stay tuned. And while you guys are listening, again, I want to thank you for your support, not only in supporting us here at Anderson 1939, but for the love that you've shown me over at J.Jero Vision. I truly appreciate your support, and I can't say thank you enough.
But hey, those who haven't seen the last video done, link is on the bottom bar, guys. Check it out while you can, because his video is up right now. I strongly say check it out. But for the next video, we teaming again, because we talk about not one prime, not two primes, but 4 different primes from the whole Maccabee Voyager class Optimus. Which one stacks up? The old one versus the hot one versus the you know what we're gonna talk about, because again, it's nothing but 4 primes in Voyager, Jay. So how you feel about it?
Well, I'll save my feelings and thoughts on that till the next video. This has been J.Jero.
And this is Big B. Until the next video, guys, as Dr. Moon Reviews continues.
Many millions of years ago, on the planet Cybertron, life existed, but not life we know today.